Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you all an elusive deck. And this is gonna be Ionia Freljord. It's been a long time since we saw an Ionia Freljord elusive deck make sense, but now we have this card that just got buffed called Spirits Unleashed. And you saw us yesterday as we were playing Skargard how powerful this card can be. It's the same idea here. So Spirits Unleashed says that you grant everything, like all your allies everywhere +1/+1. When you have an everywhere buff, it means that it sticks through even if your unit gets recall. So what this means is that you can actually play this buff and buff all our elusives and still play the Ahri package, because even when your dancing droplet gets recall into your hand, it will still stay as a 2/2 because that's how everywhere buffs work. So it's actually synergy because you can do the Spirit Unleash to buff all your elusives, deal 1 damage to everything, and then they're also going to stay buffed for the rest of the game as long as they stay alive. That's the whole idea with this deck, right? Obviously, there's other cards that we play from Freljord, which is just Trollshan and Omen Hawk. Omen Hawk allows us to buff our elusives even more. Now, the Omen Hawk buff does get reset when you recall a unit, but maybe you get lucky and hit it like an Ahri, which you usually not recalling, and you're able to like kind of win the game that way. And the Trollshan allows us to actually keep our units alive. So that's all the gears that we're playing from Freljord. Then the Ionia package is everything you're kind of used to in the Ahri Kennen Ionia kind of nonsense. Triple Dancing Droplet obviously synergizes so well with the Ahri package, allowing us to get extra draw with the Conspirator or the Ahri, being able to recall it. Triple Cannon for potential more pressure on the opponent. Triple More gets to be recall, leveling up our Ahri and gets to push a lot of damage in the meantime. Triple Disciple also gets recall, advancing our Ahri by a lot, and you're able to actually summon it again, and it's a lot of the ways that we get a lot of draw with this deck. Triple Greenblade Duo for just some elusive damage. Ahri, not a lot that can be said about her. Obviously, she's one of our game enders, and she can push a lot of damage, especially when she levels up. Triple Conspirator to synergize with the Dancing Droplet or the Cannons, or even the Omen Hawk if you want to replay the Omen Hawks over and over again. To Nullify to keep ourselves alive against certain things that the opponent might have, like single combats. Triple Twin, kind of similar to Trollshan, to keep our units alive, and also to potentially push a little bit more damage, especially with Ahri. It means that every attack with Ahri is going to be an additional +2. Shadow Assassin for additional draw and just more elusives. 2 Concussive Punch to stop the opponent's attack, and then again the MVP of this deck and what this deck makes sense, Spirits Unleash, allowing you to deal 1 to everything that the opponent has and also buff all your elusives. This deck feels pretty good. You have to just try to hard mulligan for Spirits Unleash and Omen Hawk, and then begin from there with your elusives pushing a lot of damage. Because of how important the health buff is, it is likely that many opponents will struggle actually killing your elusives, right? You're going to need to have multiple Mystic Shot. No longer will a Poke Stick or a Bile Feast threaten your 1 health units, because they're going to have 2 health. So that's why it makes sense with this deck. But enough of that, enough of me talking. Hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. If you like our content, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post our videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this matchup, we're going against Viktor Seraphine. They have a lot of removal. Okay, we get the Spirits Unleash. What if we just wait for the Spirits Unleash before we actually do anything? Like, this hand looks good, but I feel like I also still want to wait for the Spirits Unleash. We can't even get to kill the Acorn, right? So yeah, we just wait for the Spirits Unleash in turn 5 and just go from there. The problem is the opponent has Mystics and other form of removals, and that could be annoying. So we're gonna Spirits Unleash, and then we're gonna wait. Then we're gonna wait until we have enough mana for Trollshan before we commit our units. Because the opponent still has access to like Mystic. I guess we could have baited out an answer for the Disciple already. Okay, now we have access to Twin as well. That feels pretty good. We go here. We go here. I don't want to play the Ahri. Do I want to play the Ahri? Do I want to play the Ahri? You know what? Let's play the first Ahri. Let's play the first Ahri. That way the opponent cannot attack with Viktor. If the opponent has like a Thermal, then we let go of the first Ahri because we have a second one. Sure. I'm taking this Viktor down. Like, that Viktor becomes a really big threat that I really don't want to deal with. So, Troshan and Twin are both set, so we can actually play Disciple, Kennen, and have 2 ways to save my units. And then these 2 cards will allow me to start drawing a lot. Opponent has 6 mana. They could have gotten the Shock Blast here. They could have gotten the Shock Blast here. I'm just gonna pretend that they didn't. I'm gonna pretend that they didn't. I guess the Shock Blast still gets punished, right? We have Quick Attack. The Vengeance is the annoying part. Okay, so we're fine. Right? Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we just go like this. And have the opponent play a Mystic as well if they want to. If they have a Mystic, I would have been okay with just playing... Like, if they had a Mystic, I would have been okay with just replaying the other stuff. The good thing about this, right, is that the Bellows Breath buffs everything everywhere. So, every Disciple that we create with the Shaman Win is still gonna come down with 2 health, even when it gets recall. It's not like a buff that happens. It's not like a grand buff, right? It's not like a grand buff that happens in the field that gets reset if you recall the unit. Give me that Twin. Oh, they're gonna go for the Mystic here instead. Nope. And that was from the Acorn, so that's the highest expensive card aside from that. And additionally, the cards that get bounced back to my hand, like the Kennen, also stay with the buff because the buff is everywhere. So this is pretty good. We know that the opponent still has a very expensive card from Financier, but we don't know what it is just yet.
She kicks, huh?
I'm gonna pass first. And then we're gonna play the second Spirits Unleash. And now my units are gonna be huge, including my Shaman Win. I'm actually gonna play the Omen Hawk first. So I'm gonna play the Omen Hawk first, so that we can potentially buff an Elusive that we get in our hand here. All my Elusives now have like 3 health. Like this one. Wow. Let's start with the Shaman Win, which the opponent knows that we have in our hand. And then let's play Kennen. I want to play the stuff that my opponent knows we have in our hand first. So let's play the stuff that the opponent knows we have in our hand. What is this? Shady Character or Camp Pump? Okay, so they wanna actually become... They wanna copy our Elusive? So we can just recall it, I guess. We can recall Kennen and just kill it. We can recall Kennen and just kill it, but I kind of don't want to give up on this Ahri. I kind of don't want to give up on this Ahri. You know what? No, because Kennen also only deals 2, right? So we can recall it. We want to do it this way. We want to do it this way and then pull it.
Be still.
And then let's play the second Shaman Win. Now the Omen Hawk buff will get reset, but at least this way we get multiple draws, and the Disciple is gonna level up the Kennen. I forgot that this got nerfed to 2, by the way, so the best target for the Kennen should have been the Bar Calibar instead of the Disciple. But, you know, we'll ignore that. We will ignore that.
Is it fear that stills your mind?
We're giving him a lot of outs, right? We tapped out of mana, we're giving him a lot of outs. So let's see which one the opponent chooses to kill here. Ahri seems like the best. Yeah, Ahri seems like the best for sure. Which means that we still get to kill this guy. And I don't even care attacking with the Omen Hawk. Opponent still takes 7. And they lose their Disciple. And then next turn we have the multiple Shaman Win to win us the game. And we still have a bunch of Elusives. The Shaman Wins are also going to level up this Kennen. Ruination is going to cost 8. So I need to be a little bit careful about this. Okay, Drum Solo. I think opponent just loses the game then. Yeah. Seraphine leveled up is a little bit annoying. But they still need to commit 2 spells, right? They need to commit 2 spells here to actually level her up. And then we still have a full board of Elusives. Time Trick costs 0, so that's a little bit lucky for them. Now they go up to 8. So they do Seraphine and Time Trick. They have a creative spell from Seraphine that they can use to level her up. We have to rely on the Ahri to win us the game then. We might have too many Elusives for the opponent to do anything against this. I don't really care about Kennen. I don't really care about Kennen, but I guess opponent just wanted a target. Why not target the Elusives?
I will.
Why not target the Elusive? Might actually be worth it to do at least one Shaman Win now. See what we draw before we play the Ahri. But it's gonna have access to the high note. Yeah, I think it's correct to play at least one Shaman Win. There we go. Now we can play the Ahri, have access to the Twin to save our units. The second Shaman Win levels up the Kennen. High note is gonna cost 1. I can kill the Ahri and the Kennen. Right? So the opponent goes for the kill on the Ahri and the Kennen. We do the Twin here. Actually, keeping Ahri alive is probably a mistake. I think it's better to actually have left the Twin to actually protect for the lethal attack next turn, because the Ahri is just gonna run into a wall. So that Twin was a little bit preemptive, I think. Yeah, I think that Twin was a little bit preemptive. If the opponent plays Ruination, for example, I think I'm still fine, right? We want to recall so that the Ahri just levels up now, and now the Ahri is actually not gonna get blocked by their low health unit. So Ruination is the only thing that punishes me here, and that means that we can still go ahead and put the Droplet and the Omen Hawk. And I don't think they have it, and they also tapped out of answers now. So we're chilling. We have a full Elusive board that all have at least 3 health. High note, sure, doesn't get duplicated anymore, so let's see what the big deal here is. Recalling everything makes the most sense. I guess the Shaman Win, maybe we don't want to recall the Shaman Win. Maybe we don't want to recall the Shaman Wins because I actually want to get the draw from them. But everything else here makes sense. Oops, sorry. Everything else makes sense here to recall. And there we go, that's game. Now we literally get to refill our whole hand. We get Shaman Win, draw from the other card, and yeah. You can see, if you get double Experience from Leech, you become just unbeatable. In this matchup, we're going against Akshan Varus Silver. And we're going against Cup too, huh? So I'm looking for Omen Hawk or Spirits Unleash right off the bat. We don't get either, so I think we just go ahead and just play. I think we play Dancing Droplet into Nabari. I think I like the Dancing Drop into Nabori instead of trying to get the Morn. I know it's 1 extra damage, but I think I'd rather. I think I value the draw a little bit more and be mana efficient next turn. Ooh, we get the Omen Hawk now. Okay, so with the Omen Hawk instead, and the fact that the opponent is developing double Bakai, I think we actually play the Omen Hawk and then play the Morn. And then we can still play the Conspirator next turn. Because we can play the Mourn here and the Conspirator. And we still get to push a ton of damage and potentially draw into something that is buffed up by the Omen Hawk. Still like the draw. Still like the draw, and then we just play the Dancing Droplet again, and that's gonna be 5. So now he's gonna be at 14, sorry. No Spirits Unleash is a little bit unfortunate. Numberfight is good. So I think we play the duo and keep the mana for the Numberfight. And I think then we play the Shadow Assassin and the Mourn. The Numberfight stops us from dying to an Akshan strike. Right? There you go. So there goes the grappling hook. We nullify it. And the opponent loses an action. That's why I kept the mana for the nullify. Exactly for that reason. Now here we can play Shadow Assassin. And then we have a choice. If we're scared of them killing this Gringlade duo, which is likely, because opponent could have access to the Furious Wielder, right? So because they could have access to the Furious Wielder, I think it's actually correct to keep the mana for the Troll Chant. Because the Furious Wielder is really the only thing that punishes us, right? And now we still push the 10. And opponent goes down to 4. Momentous Choice, alright. That's fine. We bait out the Momentous Choice out of him. And the Furious Wielder as well. Now, Varus is going to be leveled up now, which could be problematic. They needed to have exactly Momentous Choice and the Furious Wielder, so I think I'm okay forcing them to have both. Because if we play out our hand, the opponent just gets the same thing anyways. I guess it probably would have been better. We could have pushed 3 more damage. I still don't think we ever play around both Momentous Choice and Furious Wielder. I think we play around one. I think we play around the Furious Wielder. So good on them for having both. So the problem is that we don't have that many elusive. One of them is gonna die here to the action. Right? So one of them is gonna die to the action. Then the Varus is gonna level up and push some damage. So this is gonna be very scary. We don't have enough damage, I don't think. 1, 3, 4, 6. We have to hope that we draw something from this. Okay. We have to hope that we draw something from this. I wonder if the correct plan here... No, I think I like the Ahri. I think I like the Ahri. Because 4, it's only going to be 6. We're 2 off. We're 2 off. We're 2 off unless we draw the Unleash Spirits. That's a huge draw. That's another huge draw. We always go for it. We always go for it, and if they have it, they have it. This is 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is lethal. So if the opponent denies this, they need to have exactly deny plus Furious Wielder. Otherwise, we win the game through the Spirits Unleash and the Elusives. So the deny lets them get there. But then they still need to have another strike. So they need to have deny plus a strike. They don't have enough, unless they also have Momentous Choice. They could have like Momentous Choice, deny plus another action strike. So those are the options. It has to be 2 spells. It has to be exactly a combination of deny plus a strike. Whether it's the action spell or the Furious Wielder. And if it's the action spell, they need to also have momentous choice or have the equipment. No way they win this anymore, right? So we go like this. This pushes more damage because this is dealing 3, right? Oh, this well, this freezes the Ahri. So this is still exactly 8. Oh, we got there. Yeah. Okay, we got there. We got there. Actually, didn't freeze the Ahri. It freezed the Shadow Assassin and the Conspirator and the Nabori. Sorry.
Remember this moment.
But we still got there because of the strike of the Ahri. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Quinn, Vayne, Fiora. So this is really bad for us. The opponent has a lot of challengers. So the opponent has a lot of challengers, which makes the matchup feel really, really, really bad. No Omen Hawk, no Spirits Unleash are problematic. Neither, like, not having either one of those is a little bit problematic. I like the drop into the Ahri. I think I'm just gonna go like this. I'm just gonna go drop into Ahri. Even if the opponent has, even if the opponent's gonna have a Broadwind here for turn 2, it's fine. They're gonna take 4 and we still get the draw. We still get the draw. Here's the Omen Hawk a little bit too late. They're gonna go for the kill on the Ahri. We could Troll Shan, but the Troll Shan doesn't really do a lot against the Broadwind, so I don't even think I need to. Okay, so we can just keep the Ahri alive now, right? So now we absolutely just Troll Shan. Really? So we absolutely just Troll Shan now. And then we can go... Do we play Omen Hawk here? Or do we just play Droplet and then go Mourn?
Is this all we got? Hey, I've done more with less.
Okay, I play Omen Hawk. That way the opponent cannot attack. That still doesn't help you, right? So that still doesn't help you against Troll Shan.
Left Elusives.
Really? So now I don't even need to Troll Shan anymore. Really? Opponent knew that I had a card to stop his pull. That's why they just decided not to go for it. Let's see if we get an elusive here. Spirits Unleash. A little bit annoying that we gotta turn, you know, we already tapped out of mana. They could have a fish fight to kill the Ahri, which makes the most sense to me if I'm being the opponent, but I'm gonna be pushing a lot of damage going forward. Yeah, that's the fish fight. We could Troll Shan now. Is the Troll Shan worth it right here? Is the Troll Shan worth it right here? I don't think so. Well, he's baiting out at least a sharp side. I kind of like it. He's baiting out at least a sharp side from them. So they have to commit a sharp side. Perfect. So it's one less sharp side that goes into my elusives, and I think that's better than anything. So we just go like this and push the 5. Oh wait, that's not true because the opponent still has sharp side. Shoot, that's okay. We pushed it. I think we still push the damage. I think we still go for it, even if we made a misplay. Because now we're gonna have the Spirits Unleash to allow us to just blow up their board, so that we can play Omen Hawk here, and then Spirits Unleash. I would love to keep this guy alive.
Nothing gets between
Okay,
me
now we
and
just Spirits Unleash. We just Spirits Unleash, and now if the opponent attacks with the Broadwind, they're also losing to it. They're also losing the Broadwind, right? We're gonna take 6 damage from the Quinn, and that's okay.
just like hunting for refugees.
There we go. I like the Omen Hog so that we have a blocker and potentially buff up our other elusives even more. Now the Overwhelm is the scary part here. Let's start with the Shadow Assassin so that we get potentially a draw, and there we go. That's a better draw than what we have gotten otherwise. Another fish fight could be annoying though, so I need to be a little bit careful. Yeah, another fish fight could punish the Green Gate duo. This is 8. This is 12. This is going to be exactly 12. If the opponent doesn't have a sharp sight or a fish fight, if the opponent doesn't have a sharp sight or a fish fight, they lose the game. Because this is going to be 12 exactly. So they need to have the second sharp sight or the fish fight. And that taps them out of resources to really present lethal next turn, and there you go. That's why the Omen Hog was good last turn, and also gives me like some wiggle room to be able to block next turn if I need to. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Akshan Lee Sin. The opponent's playing Lee Sin after the nerf? No way. Alright, so we're looking for Spirits Unleashed or Omen Hog. Don't get either. We don't get either. We just get a bunch of Ahris, which are gonna be good, but I don't know if they're that good right now. But this is not bad though. This is not bad. We can Kennen and Kennen again. So what about we Kennen first? I think I'm gonna leave the Ahri behind. We're gonna Kennen. Mark for the Storm. Conspirator, Kennen again. But we could also do the Ahri instead. We could also do the Ahri instead. Have the second Ahri enable. I like this. I like this instead. Because the second Ahri would have still enabled us to kind of do almost the same thing. You know what? Whatever. Now I'm just going to keep the twin. Now I'm just going to keep the twin instead. Force you to have like a way to save this. Yeah, we're not going to kill it with the things, but I think that's fine. I think I prefer the draw as well. I absolutely prefer the draw as well, and it's also pushing a 1 more damage than if we try to recall the cannon. Because now we're pushing 6 compared to just pushing 5 if we were recalling the cannon instead. The extra draw lets me replay the droplet and play the Conspirator, and I think I'm gonna need as many Elusives as I can as soon as possible. We have Twin Discipline to protect our unit against some buffs that the opponent might have.
Is it fear that stills your mind?
Whoa. The fact that he got overwhelmed though is a little bit annoying. And we get the Spirits Unleashed now. So now we also get the Spirits Unleashed. We could take the 4. I don't want to play the Spirits Unleashed until the opponent taps out of deny. So I guess I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for now. And just wait. Spirits Unleashed here is pretty good. This feels pretty good. I'm gonna play Droplet first. Perfect. So we go like this. The problem is the opponent doesn't have a leveled up Lee Sin, so I don't really care about the Hookmaster. So we just go like this. We won't be able to attack with Kennen, because the opponent can obviously just block, but we'll still be able to attack with everything else and just push the damage that way. So we're pushing 5, 8. Okay, so now I just attack with Kennen too, right? Do I care? I don't care. I don't think I care if you block that Kennen. You go down to 4, so you're down to almost anything. And if you do it this way, you're not even killing Kennen. You go down to 2, sorry. Not 4, you go down to 2. and you're losing to almost anything. Your Lee Sin has Overwhelm, but you're a 0 out of 10. You're a 0 out of 10. Oh boy. Oh boy. Huh. Huh. Opponent, this is a little bit problematic for you. Momentous choice. There's no way you can get 10 triggers here, even if you have triple momentous choice. What if we just stun it? What if we just stun it? Keep our Ahri alive? Play a Shadow Assassin, I guess? Let's get a little bit more draw. Play a Droplet. Oh, actually, just play the Conspirator? Oh, you're gonna Grappling Hook? Okay, fine. So we lose the Ahri. He's more scared of the Ahri than the fact that he has 2 health and we have a bunch of Elusives. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. So... what if we just go here? What if we go here?
I'll take it from here.
And then we play Droplet and Mourn? And present lethal with 6 Elusives?
Hide for a moment, run forever.
Actually, let's just do it with 5. In case that the opponent has the Shurima spell. Actually, even if they have the Shurima spell, it's not enough, right? Nah, let's go with 5. We don't need the 6. Because if they have the Shurima spell, there you go. It's still lethal. They still need to have one more thing. And it also means that the dropper will have been at 0, so it doesn't matter. So this is still doing 4. And we have double twin as a backup if we needed it. The fact that they were passing like that told me that they did have that Shurima and Tailstones. So that's why I was kind of trying to play around it by not committing the second droplet and just keeping mana for double twin for us to push the 2 damage that we need. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Heimerdinger Jayce. And this feels pretty bad because they're going to have a lot... Okay, we got the Spirits Unleash. We got the Spirits Unleash. And that's all that we needed to make this matchup better for us. I'm going to Hard Mulligan. We got the Almond Hawk too. That's not bad. That's not bad. Spiritual Unleash is gonna make it a lot better for us to be able to send our Elusives down and not have to worry about dying to their removal. Opponent got the Adatron. The Adatron is a big deal. The Adatron is too much of a big deal though. Kennen is probably one of the worst units that we got buff with the Almond Hawk. I want my Elusives to get buffed, not Kennen. Like that. Let's just rip it. I'm gonna rip it. Doesn't matter to me. We could use this for when the opponent has turrets. I don't think it matters. We're gonna have the Nullify, right? Ooh. I think we just pass. Can we just pass? Because the Shock Blast is too powerful.
Beats field testing.
Ah. So we want to be able to beat the Nullify. So I'm gonna go here and then Mourn, because the Mourn is gonna come back into my hand. So the Mourn gets to come back into my hand. If the opponent pulls with the Jayce here, then obviously they are just losing their Jayce to this Kennen. Wow, they're just taking 7. They're just taking 7, just like that? No way! I guess they knew that we kept ourselves at 2 mana for a reason. Wow. Wow. Second Kennen is actually very good. This is my concern here. The tough turret, right? So the tough turret is gonna give them a lot of outs. We're also not really able to... I guess what if we do this? What if we just kill this Adaption right now? We could just kill it right now, or we can play the Droplet and try to draw more. Let's get the Droplet, and then we just, with the Adaption, just kill the Adaption. problem is that this droplet did get buffed by the Omen Hawk. So it's not getting as much value as I would like. It's not getting as much value as I would like. I do think I need to actually play my cards out though. The Shock Blast is a big punish next turn. The Shock Blast is too much of a punish next turn.
For now.
I want him to pull the Ahri. So I want him to pull the Ahri. We want to kill this Adaptron. We have enough to nullify if we need to. I think Adaptron is literally the scariest part of the whole deck right now. We actually didn't have enough for nullify because I forgot that. Let's go like this. If any, like, okay, thermal. All right, cool. Let's go like this. Now, if the opponent's gonna have Shock Blast, right? Opponent's gonna have Shock Blast 100% to kill the Morn and to potentially kill the Ahri. I think I have to let them do it. I think I like the Gringley duo.
More revealing questions.
Like, if they have the Shock Blast, I have to let them do it. Wow. Okay, that does give them an elusive. That's why they did it that way.
Silent as death.
We're still gonna push 5. 5, potentially 6 if the opponent doesn't want me to get the draw. If the opponent doesn't want me to get the draw, we can potentially push 6 here. Kennen can no longer attack because of the Heimer being leveled up. Yeah, opponent doesn't want us to get the draw, so we get to push 6. Opponent gets to kill the Shadow Assassin. It's gonna be very close. It's gonna be very close. That's huge. Lets me get rid of the Apex turrets and also makes the Shadow Assassin a unit that can survive against the Jayce. Quatus. Okay. Your turrets are gonna get buffed anyway, so I don't really care. I just want to make sure that the Jayce dies if you try to go after the Shadow Assassin. Okay. The Shock Blast is the biggest problem for me.
Hex deck engaged.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Now you lose your thing. Ah, come on, that's so annoying. They get the heal. So that's a big deal. We might be out of resources now, because opponent gets to push 7 with the elusive, right? I guess let's go here. Opponent knows that we have another elusive. I mean, opponent knows that we have this elusive in our hand. They're not going for it. Shock Blast. We still don't win the game anyways. We can only deal 8 and then he wins next turn. Anyways. We're 1 elusive short. We're 1 elusive short. Stopping the draw last turn helped him out a lot. He could also have second vengeance as well. Mystic. Nullify. Goes down to 2. And then they go for the acceleration gate next turn. We should have killed this turn. We took that extra 2 damage and actually gonna die to it now because it's gonna get buffed up twice. So we should have taken that block where we had the chance. Because this was gonna get recall anyways. I guess opponent had a battle piece. Oh, come on. That was lethal last turn. That was actually lethal last turn. Maybe opponent messes up? No, okay. If we had got the twin instead of the troll shan. GG's. In this match, we're going against Karma Viktor. Opponent does have a lot of removal, and they also do have deny for our potential Unleash Energy. We don't get the Unleash Energy. We get the Omen Hawk at turn 1, though. That's not horrible. Okay, we get the Unleash Energy. So we have the Curve, Omen Hawk, and then Unleash Energy on turn 5. We can block the cat. the falling feline. We don't have to push damage with the Omen Hawk right now, if we don't need to. My concern is the deny, right? So if the opponent doesn't tap out a deny here, I don't know if we actually do. Because the deny is going to set us back up a lot. I think the deny sets us back too far. I think I want to make sure that we play the Unleashed Energy when the opponent taps out of deny. So there's almost nothing that makes me play this right now. We can play the Mourn first. See if we bait out a static. Right? So I kind of want to bait out a static. Let's go here instead. In the meantime.
I will mourn you.
Opponent's gonna be able to just heal all of this off. See, notice how the opponent is purposely not tapping out of deny, right? It's because they know what we have in our hand. They know what we're playing this matchup. Or what we're playing this deck for.
Into the forest.
Sure.
Think you're fast enough?
I'll take it. I will take it, my friend.
Those who do not will bring peace to Ionia.
Alright, so there we go. They tapped out of deny, so now we go for the Spirits Unleash. And now all our stuff is bigger. This is dealing 2. I guess we can save it if we wanted to. Do we want to save it? I don't know that we do. I don't think that we care. I don't think we care about saving that. I think we care better about saving our other ones, like the Disciple. I think it's a lot better. I think the Disciple and the Droplet are a lot more important.
What could you ever
And now that we use the first Unleashed Energy, that's what we're looking for. Now all of our Elusives are going to be stronger. Let's attack with everything. If the opponent blocks here, then they die into a second Unleashed Energy. They better not tap out of deny. Wow. Cool. Bye-bye Karma. Okay, so you get to recall her. Okay, you got lucky. He got so lucky by that randomly generated Karma spell. Otherwise, that would have been it for them. Ironically, because they actually have reduced cards, it makes our Nulpify better. So it makes our Nulpify a lot better. Sure. Because now we can actually Nulpify a lot of the things that the opponent might have. Even better now. So double Nulpify means that we are almost never losing to a lot of the burn. Like even their stuns, it's going to cost 2. So this is going to push 4, 7, 10. We actually have lethal with the twin. I don't know if I agree with the opponent's play that turn. Did we commit it? Did we commit it? We have double Nulpify to stop anything that they have. Yep. Cute. Not only that, but it actually lets me draw. Cute again. Thank you. You made my Nullifies better for me. You literally made my Nullifies better for me. And that was enough for me to be confident to actually present lethal. Thank you for the double bar. GG's. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's games. You see what I'm talking about? This elusive deck can feel pretty good. We did end up losing that game against Jayce Heimer, even though we had the Spirits Unleashed twice. And that's obviously because the Jayce Heimer does play that heal, right? They have the Setcast heal, they have the Mystic shots, they have so many ways to actually remove stuff, and they also are one of the few decks that can generate those elusive turrets. So it feels like that's probably the one matchup that we are not supposed to win. But every other matchup, you kind of see how much pressure it can be when you can get the Spirit Unleashed done and just push all this damage with the elusives. It just adds up very, very, very quickly. But yeah, enough about that. In terms of mulligan, I'm literally looking for Omen Hawk and Spirit Unleashed. Both of this will allow me to start buffing my elusives to start pushing a lot of damage. So that's really what I'm looking for. Especially Spirit Unleashed kind of enables the rest of your deck. The rest of that, you kind of go from there. You could keep the dancing droplet if you have like a dancing droplet plus the conspirator, or a dancing droplet plus the Ahri. But if you don't have exactly droplet plus Ahri, I will still try to mulligan for Spirits Unleashed, because again, it just completely puts you so far ahead of the opponent on the amount of damage you can actually deal to them throughout the rest of the game. But hope you enjoyed today's games, and if you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.